teenage girl is just sass and attitude and like restraint on your part because you feel your blood boil. You feel a fire inside. AFI, like the rock band. You feel like that GIF I posted on my social media page, Spot, that I sent you. You feel like that. It's the best way to describe it. It's just like that feeling of like you have angry shits because there's nothing you could do. What are you going to do? Beat on your teenage kid?
Yeah. People did for decades and generations.
Give her a karate chop? Like, what are you going to do? Hit her with a pillow? What are you going to do to release your frustrations? All you could do is grip your hands and go, yeah, and take the angriest shit possible. So yesterday, that's me taking an angry shit. Yesterday, just no real reason, no real story. There's so many little moments of you drive me crazy and you don't get it. Like I do everything I can for you and all you do, like from the moment I pick her up, sometimes, right? The moment I pick her up, you see her walking out to school and either she's like, hey, Dad. And she had like a good day or whatever. Doom and gloom. Like the world just ended and she slams the door and it's full of anxiety and full of stress and full of complaints the moment she sits down. And that's just life with a teenage girl. It's not Melody. It's just life with a teenager. So I'm only saying this not to expose my kid or exploit her in any way, to relate to you and to know and express that I know what my dad was going through to some degree. He had 3 daughters. The restraint it takes to not ram your head through the wall should be commended. So I'm here to give myself a pat on the back. She got in my car yesterday. From the minute I picked her up, an onslaught like Don Slaught, former baseball player.
Don Slaught had a pretty good mustache, if I remember.
An onslaught like Don Slaught of complaints and stress. And I got this, and I got that,
great mustache.
And I got to do this, and I got to do that. And I'm just like, all right, let me listen. I'm just going to listen and bite my tongue because there's nothing I could do to change this situation right now.
Great mustache. Don Slaught.
And it was just from the get-go, from the minute in my car. It's like, yo, you want to let Dad just chill for a second? Can you just shut up for a second? But you can't say those things either. And then, sure enough, dude, I'm practicing all this restraint. Just let her vent. Let her vent, whatever. Oh, I'm not going to let her bring me down. Nothing going to break my stride, right? Playing my music. You don't even care, Dad. I care. And then she'll say something just off the wall like Michael Jackson. And that's it, bro. Then I explode like George Lucas taking a shit. And they're like,
You don't do anything for me, Dad.
Yeah, she'll say something like that. And I'll be like, dude, honestly, I'm like, give me the power. I beg of you. I turn into a raging monster and explode. And I'm like, that's what you want? And I see my dad taking that TV and yanking it out the wall and going, ah! But I'm driving and I'm just screaming. And I'm like, see what you do to Dad? Make Dad lose his mind. And that was my yesterday. And now, because Melody and teenagers forget everything, I have to drop off some of the stuff she forgot at the house.